Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the Joli Star Empire. Last episode we crushed whatever the name was. That name doesn't matter anymore because they are now our puppets, to do with as we please. I'm now going through each of these planets and making sure that they're producing the unity that we need them to produce. And so I'm I'm building these monuments, and I'm also building my Unigons. Those are droids that are specifically designed to be propaganda machines, spreading the truth about the supremacy of the Joli people. And so that's kind of the goal there, is to focus on just getting those, making sure that all these planets that I have my guys on are actually producing something of value. And I'm tempted to actually create two on some of these planets because my it's taking 75% off for the unity. So instead of producing 3 or 4, this thing's only producing like 0.98. So it's not so great, really. I mean, it's this is kind of terrible. Maybe 2. Maybe I'm supposed to do 2, but it's only doing like 50%. I think some of the bonuses are actually taken away from the negatives. But we're still not creating as much unity as we like to, and I need that unity, obviously, because unity is really important for moving through our ascension perks and getting all the things we need here. In addition to that, pretty soon, thanks to the fact that our energy credits are up to 7,000, the highest it's been. We're really doing well in our energy economy right now, and on our mineral economy, it's just off the charts. With that, the way it's going, I can now get some of those pieces of art from the artisan troops, and these art pieces give us 8 unity output of 8, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as the 10. They took away 2. I loved having unity output of 10, but yeah, you do what you can. So, this is pretty expensive. It's still like negative. We're still losing 1,500 energy credits. So I'm not going to go crazy on these just yet. I want to at least get close to maxing. I want to get to at least like 15,000 energy credits. And then once I do get up there, I'll start to chip away and bump up our unity on those planets. And I'll probably do it on my main planets, not on these slave planets, only because I don't want to waste unity, and I feel like putting it on one of these planets would waste it. So there we go there. That's that one. But I'm just kind of jumping through here. There are a few things that's come to my attention. One of those things is I realize now the reason my livestock on Minerjon 1 weren't actually growing was because of the stellar culture shock. I had a suspicion that it had something to do with that, but wasn't absolutely certain. Now I'm absolutely certain that has something to do with it. They're just because they were so primitive, and because of some updates, it just won't allow it anymore. It just they won't populate the planet until after the culture shock is gone. So after about 5,371 days, the culture shock will go away. I'll be able to I'm going to colonize another planet and put them on that planet and have them populate the planet and be my livestock on another tundra world. And then once I get that going, I'll be able to just use them as my livestock from now on. They're going to be my livestock, the plantoids. Although you would think, being cats, that we would use. I mean, that kind of makes us vegetarians. So we probably shouldn't use the planetoids as our food, and probably focus on a meteor species. But right now, we're just gonna go with that. Let me see. This gene clinic is pretty nice. It's producing Unity. I didn't realize the gene clinics created Unity. So I might have to consider that. Military academy right here. A lot of these guys are either dead, or I'm not sure why we have all these empty spaces here. But I have to fill this planet up. So I'll have to consider that for this planet. One thing I'm going to check is sectors. Because while I'm building all these droids, I have to be careful that I don't put them in a tough spot as far as energy credits. Maybe I'll build some energons on these planets too. Because I feel like the energons are going to produce more energy than these guys are. Because this guy's like negative 33%. Energon will have like negative, maybe like 15 or so. So I would actually gain more energy with the energons on this planet. So I'm just going to do that. Energon here. Boop. Energon here. Just to get the ball rolling on pop growth. This guy is recently conquered. Minus 40%. Yeah, that's great. So he's not going to populate either. I guess all this, the reduction in happiness. I guess when they're not happy, they just don't feel like making babies. Which I don't understand. I mean, no matter how upset you are, you still. Oh, that's not true. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. But I guess that's the truth. I guess they just, I don't know. The years passing, you think they'd naturally feel the need to, but anyway, let's see, military academy. But yeah, we're just gonna let them repopulate this planet, and we're making plenty of food. I'm not sure how we're getting this much food. Maybe from these guys. Maybe they have a lot of farms on these planets, so that's where a lot of our food's coming from too, and giving us a surplus to boost pop growth by 48%. So I'm happy with that. But one thing I didn't do was create what I wanted to create in the first place. So I'm going to replace this. As much as I like the idea of having a gene clinic and speeding growth, accelerating growth speed, I want to focus on Unity, because no one's using this anyway, so it's not like I'm really losing anything. I'm going to replace this with this, and I'm actually going to cancel this, build the Unigon first, because it pretty much built it in order of how I placed them, so I don't want to, let's see, Energon, boop, there we go. And I hope that the computer's smart enough to actually continue to place them where I placed them and not move them around. That's one little thing I'm worried about too. Is like I'm going to go back and my Unigon is not going to be where it needs to be. But he's going to be doing something else. Oh yes, my science guy is still studying the debris. So I'm probably gonna get all of my armor tech researched after this, and the gravitic sensors are probably gonna get that too. Ooh, plasma thrusters. Oh, that's nice. So I'm gonna probably get that from that too. That's awesome. That's awesome. And another gene clinic right here. I'm gonna replace that with this and build a Unigon. Boop. Great. And then I'm gonna build an Energon right here. And I wonder if I should make a droid specifically for research. Because because being a droid reduces output by 40%. Let me just quickly check to see if I can do that. I'm just going to go to species rights. Boom, few species. Okay, so Unigon, These are the variants. Let's just create a template. And for the research, I'll do this for research. That's a good for research. Boop. And instead of being propaganda machines, we're gonna make them. Do I have one for research? Consumer goods. Propaganda. Robot upkeep. Mass produced. Drills. Oh, I see. I don't have enough. Enough trait points for that droid, unless I give him some negatives. Let's see. Cost -2. Robot cost plus 20%. I could always do that. I could always make him a little bit more expensive. I'm not gonna do the consumer goods. Robot build speed. I don't want to do that, so I might have to do -2. And then 2 here. Oh, I get 1 additional trait pick left. Okay, so let's go with robot upkeep, maybe food. I should have done that right away. I should have made 1. I should have made that. I suppose I could actually still modify all the energons to be both research and energy, but that would also mean that they would all cost more. So I think I'll just do this one. And this is unity output plus 15% too. What do you think? Is there anything that I can bump up here? Durable. Consumer goods cost minus 25%. That's not bad. But I think robot upkeep is probably the best route there. Minus 10% to robot upkeep. Because I don't really need any extra food. I don't need any extra minerals. With this particular type, robot build speed plus 25%. Ooh, that's nice. So I can make them build faster. But I feel like I want to go with the upkeep minus 10%, because that would mean that it would cost me a little bit less energy. And this will be the let's see. What am I thinking of? Research. What's a good research name for a species? Rezagon. A study gun. How about that? A study gun. Create template. Wonderful. So now we have the Aggregon, Energon, Minergon, and Study gun. At some point, I feel like I won't even need these other species. At some point, I'm just going to replace all the slaves with with robots. Who knows? Maybe at some point I will do that. But for right now, I'm not going to do that. I'll just build this guy right here, so I can at least capitalize on some of this research on this planet. And now physics is only minus 30% research. So that's minus 30%, but that's 30%. The other ones are minus 40%. Slaves are where are slaves? Let me see, where is this right here? Nope. Let me put a slave. Okay, so this guy is nope. I don't have a single slave over a. Let me just for a second. Let's put you right here just to see. Minus 75% on research. So yeah, no. So I will build a study guy right here. It's gonna cost me 120 as opposed to 100 minerals, but I mean it's worth it. Totally, completely worth it for that little extra for the research. And that's it. This planet is pretty much capped out. I've got my Unigon, my Energon, my Studigon, and my Studigon. Another Unigon right here. So we're good. But that's that. Let's just keep this going here. Boop boop. I think I'm pretty much done with dealing with this. I feel like I'm gonna change the name of this sector too. I think I want to change it to
System survey complete.
I want to change it, name it after the Midloxic, because she's the one that did an excellent job, pretty much crushed this whole nation relatively quickly. So I think I might name it after her, because she was incredible, and the general was also incredible. I mean, the way they just bashed through the enemy fleets was ridiculous. Like, not enemy fleets, but the enemy armies. And they were just running away. They could not believe what they were facing. So let me just quickly let me go back here to just get this person's name again.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So scientific breakthrough achieved. Nah. So we got armor. Oh, okay. That's what that research did. Never mind. Because of the debris was analyzed, and we got some the armor research. What are we doing here? So I've got my agrigons built, and now they're producing food on this planet. Now I feel kind of silly because I've got enough food where I don't need any more food. And again, once I get my livestock thing going, I'm not going to worry about food anymore. But I guess it doesn't hurt to at least have these guys doing their thing here. I'm just going to move you.
Construction complete.
He needs something to do right here. So any guy that was working, any of my people here that were working on a farm, you're done. You're done with working on farms. So this is going to be the last planet with farms. In fact, yeah, only the reason I'm doing that is because I already built him. He's already built. Now that I have information, now that I have answers, precursor discovered, we should investigate this. I completely agree with you about the precursors. Let's study those. Oops, let me just cancel this. Yes, here's why I'm going to cancel it, because there's two right here instead of one. So I want this to be where I build the farm. All right, now I've got plenty of food, so I'm not worried about that. This is going to be a I'm still going to be pushing this energy thing, actually, because I want my energy economy to be crazy before I start to get invested. And this is going to be
System survey complete.
maybe not. Cancel.
Debris analyzed.
Cancel. Actually, then this is going to be minerals, and here's why. Because I've been neglecting my minerals. So I'm going to have minerals right here, minerals right here. Have a mineral processing plant right here. Minerals is going to be adjacent to that and that. I'm going to have building my science lab, build my science lab, build my science lab, build a power plant or a power hub. Do I already have my hubs? I already have. Well, no, I don't have an energy grid. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I don't have an energy grid already. Wow, I have a lot of stuff that I've been neglecting with these guys.
Construction complete.
Because of the fact that I need a military academy on this planet, this gives us some society research and some engineering research. I'm just gonna plug this right here. There we go. So I'm producing plenty of food right now. So plasma thrusters, excellent. I love making progress on this debris. Let's see, this is going to be a power plant too. Come on, there we go. Take it a moment. Alright, now we've got all these guys up here, so I'm just going to upgrade that too. So this this whole planet has to get upgraded. Boom, upgrade that, upgrade that. I'll worry about the farms later. And later on, I might even relocate these agrigons to another planet.
Anomaly found.
And then just use all these slots that are farms here for minerals. I'm almost there when it comes to getting my extra core sector system. 20 months to go. About
construction complete.
Let's see, how long does it take for a colony ship to build? It takes about a little 5 months. When I get to like 6 months, I'll start building a colony ship, and then I'll colonize this size 23 continental world right here. I could always stretch out this way, but this is a size 13, this is a size 19. I'm kind of tempted, a little bit tempted to stretch out in this direction, so that I can actually spread my territory before these guys get, decide they want to colonize something else. Because look at all these resources, look at all this energy right here, look at these minerals. This is just a rife area full of stuff I could really capitalize on. We're also doing pretty good right now on influence. I'm taking in 4.22 influence, mostly because my factions are at bringing in 2.99. And my rivals are bringing in 1.72. For a prestige, gain a new scientist leader. I like that. I love it when that happens. I keep getting new scientists, and that's perfectly fine with me, because I could use another scientist leader. Let's see. So, what is this guy's focus? Biology, research speed, and research. Okay, yeah, spark of genius. Alright, so who's right here? This guy's maniacal. Oh, wow. Maniacal and... okay, cyborg. So... oh man, this is hard, because I don't want to move him right here, because I would lose my 15% to this wormhole here. And I can't move this guy. But this is, I can't let this other scientist just kind of fly around space, because he could get hurt. And I do not, I have no wish for that to happen. I'm going to have to let him sit for a little bit. How old is that new scientist, that new leader? 49? Okay, so he's going to live until 112. I'm going to let him sort of chill for a moment. How old are you going to live? Okay, he's got like 32 years away. It's a great thing that I have this cyborg thing. Making him a cyborg really extended the life of all of my my leaders, and I'm happy with that. It's going to be such a relief. Tropical world right here is 85% habitability. They've got a nice amount of resources here. I would pretty much make all of this minerals. This is all these food slots here. I would make that mineral. So this could be a really great mineral planet. And it's kind of sitting out here, stretched a little bit away from my space. But that would be a kind of an option. I could always build like a frontier outpost, like right here, just to kind of like stretch our territory in this direction. Then I'll colonize this planet, which would kind of give us a little bit more in this direction, and I could hold all of this. I could also theoretically. What about? There's no theoretically about it. How old is this species? They are atomic age. Beautiful. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them livestock. And then once I make them livestock, I'm going to put them in their own little sector by themselves. And they're just going to just pour in more food for us. And then I'm going to put an energon, not energon, but a unigon. 2 unigons for, and maybe a, maybe just normal droid, just in this system to for the slave building that I need, and I think I'll be good. I'll get Unity. I'll clear out all these tile blockers, and I'll get reduce the unrest that's going to be a problem with this species. And that'll only take up 3 tiles, and I'll have the rest of these tiles. So I'll have like 13 tiles worth of food, and it's gonna be like 13 times 6. That's a lot of food. That's 78 food. That would really gonna help us out. I am not gonna have to worry about food for a while. I mean, I'm already don't have to worry about food. I mean, we're like plus 69. That's excellent. But maybe I'm just gonna hold this. Let's keep this in my pocket for a while. But when I'm ready to expand, I am going to expand in this direction, and I am going to make them our food. But I want this planet right here, and I want to stretch out in this direction. And then our next target's going to have to be these guys. Cause look how far they've expanded. Look how much space they have right here. The old tour organism has 17 planets. 17. And they're superior in fleet power because they have all of this. But that's going to change. Speaking of making that change,
construction complete.
I'm taking in a whole bunch of minerals right here, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to make sure that all of my spaceports in this... Actually, well, first, before I do that, I should upgrade this. I'm just going to go through all of my existing planets and make sure that everything's upgraded. Minerjon. Okay, so I've got him here. What is this guy's Minerjon? Okay. It just occurred to me that I don't need to do this anymore. I can even... No, they're here. I might as well just make them... This is going to be a mineral planet. Why not? So first I'll build this so I can get some minerals. Nope. I'll upgrade this first, just so I don't have to worry about... I'll just give them mineral 1 instead of having to upgrade. Because this route, I don't building basic mine. I mean, instead of wasting time building a basic mine, I might as well just build a mineral network after this thing upgrades. And they
System survey complete.
How many years is that? There's still more than 10 years to go for these guys to get out of their stellar culture shock. That is insane.
System survey complete.
This has 6 minerals in this system. Okay. Now, while my construction ships aren't really doing anything, where are you? Alright. Where are you? And where are you? He's in that system? Great. Build. Can I build this to surround a new planet in this system? What? Why not? Oh, I see. I'm already building. Oh, okay. I see. Maybe the I didn't think about that. The AI is already planning on building right there. That's smart. Thank you, AI, for taking the initiative. So the AI is going to build right here. I'm going to build right here, and I'm going to keep. Let me just make sure I'm not overextending them on energy costs. So they're gonna. That's pretty much gonna be it. Once I do that, they're gonna be. They have to produce more energy. Because they're only doing like +4 right now. They're not making much of a bonus. I'm not gonna get any energy from that system for a while, but it's worth it because I'm building my energons. They're going to. Do I have a set that they can actually build robots?
Construction complete.
Great. Construction complete. What are we building? Okay, I upgraded. Look at this, 10 unity. That's what I'm talking about. I think everything on this planet is upgraded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Joli Star Empire. Led by General Kathiox, they call themselves the Council of Technocratic Reform. Materialists. Okay, their members have been pushing hard for the advancement of the sciences. So that is something there. We have one. He's not happy. Why? Let's see. Galactic Nemesis, positioning ourselves as the rival of at least 3 neighboring empires who please the battle. Okay, no, I'm sorry. That's something else. Strong alone. Imperial. That's the overlord of one or more. So I have to have someone as a vassal or a tributary to make them happy. Leviathan Slayer, so I've got to kill a Leviathan. I can do that. Failing to allow for unrestricted warfare will displease the. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to keep my these guys happy. As far as the the traditions of discovery, whatever. Science without borders, yeah. Dull edge equivalent. Well, whatever. Send envy. Science without borders. At least 3 other empires will please the. Signing research treaties with at least 3 other empires will please the council. Yeah. That's not going to happen because they do not like us. Other empires do not like us, except for one right here. That's just because we paid them to like us. I mean, that's pretty much the truth. I mean, the genocide thing, they didn't agree with that. So there we go there. I'm at 720 influence. 729, I'm sorry. Usually when I get influence like that, I start to get a little comfortable and I start thinking about using influence, so I gotta be careful about that. But I really do want to put another frontier outpost out here.
System survey complete.
Continental world, Arctic world. I still have yet to, through hard work and experience, Governor blah 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 has developed new skills. Sublogis. I feel like there's something over here. I feel like there's another empire over here because I have still yet to run into a fallen empire. And I don't want to be the first person to encounter them, and I don't want them to block my extension into this territory. But I don't know. I suppose I shouldn't get too close to these guys because then I'll have to deal with them as a threat. But I'm not going to worry about them because which reminds me, I keep saying that, don't I? I'm just going to just check a few more things on my other worlds. Energon. Okay, I've got to upgrade all of these buildings. Let's see. Energon. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll build I'll build a What am I looking for? Haha, mining network. Right there. And
Construction complete.
I feel like I should build something right here, but I'm not sure what. I think I've pretty much covered everything except for research. A mineral silo, I haven't built one of those. I don't need one of these. No slaves present on planet. So I can either do energy, which makes perfect sense considering the planet's called Energon. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll build another pops. I'm gonna build a I built
Construction complete.
I can always build a droid army, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Energon right here, and then I'm gonna build my research droids, the Studigon right here. But this is a droid world pretty much. It's kind of cool, actually, to actually build one. But this is a droid world, and then I'm gonna build a power plant right there, and then I have to let's build this. I'll upgrade all of these buildings. What I like about this empire that I have here, the Joli Star Empire, is that we're kind of a mix of multiple different kinds of empires. Like, we're not a devouring swarm, but we have the capability of being a devouring swarm. We're not a hive mind, but we kind of do some hive mind things, like we eat other pops. We're not a machine empire, but we have the technology to build droids, and so now I've pretty much got some machine worlds that I'm building here. We're not fanatic purifiers, but if we wanted to, we do have that option of pursuing that line of behavior. So it's kind of cool that this campaign I have here, the species, the Joli, are actually kind of a combination of multiple different things. What? I built this here and I don't have anyone working on it? Why would I do that? I guess because I wanted to. Boop. What are you doing? Alright, so I'm going to put them right here. When this finally this pop grows, he'll be working there. Military academies, fourth in the queue. I've got all of these. This, I'll upgrade this mining. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. I'm probably going to put the art building right here. Actually, Resilience is going to have this art building right here. And then I'm going to have another lab right here. This is going to be pretty good. Let me send, where are you right here? So he's done with that. I'm gonna send you to build a frontier outpost right about, you see, if I do it right here, it's not quite good enough, so I might just do it like right here. That way it'll encompass all of this, including the curators, and the curators will like us. So you go right here and
System
build frontier
survey
outposts.
complete.
And these guys are hyperdrive, so they really couldn't. I'm really going to be cutting them off after this because they can't. I mean, it's going to be hard for them to really expand so much further in this territory. Once I do this, this is going to like cut off all of these routes. So you're going to have to go like, all the way around here, all the way this way, if they can even go around that way, or if they have to go through this territory, then they'd be in a weird spot. Eventually, I am going to be touching their space, the organism space. One thing I also haven't really put into much thought into, but I have to start thinking about.
Found.
I'm gonna slay that anomaly. We hunger, soon we will feed. So thinking about this, pretty soon I feel like they might either attack either these guys or these guys, and I have to be prepared if they attack them because we have a defense pact with them. If they're under attack by these guys, I'll have to get through their space, and I'll have to get their permission to travel through their space. Why am I only at +7
complete.
for energy? Huh. Oh, actually, that's probably because... Oh, okay, no, +11. Alright. I'm trying to figure out why my energy just dipped like that. Sectors income, 3.47. Space income. Module production, +18. Monthly gain. I'm really not kind of curious about that, but... Oh, I know why. That makes perfect sense. You might be thinking, what are you talking about, Antoine? Domination. Had the edict, and the edict expired. So I went from having +20 something to having plus 11. So if I want to get that back, intriguing. Yes. Okay, let's do that. Society research sounds good to me. I have to do this again. Our edict cost went up to 132. That's not good. So this is where I start getting too comfortable with my my income. So I have to do that. Where's the +3? Why am I losing? Oh, my factions went to 3.74 instead of 2.74 instead of 3 point something. Okay, that's not good. Why is my faction unhappy? Why am I producing a little bit less for my factions? What's going on? Like Nemesis, Strong Alone. What am I missing?
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Giant Massacre. Okay, no immigration. Okay, correct. I don't know. I feel like sometimes the influence bonus from these factions, it's so loopy. It's so loopy because they just agree and disagree and kind of, you know, it's never a consistent thing. It feels like it. But let's see, galactic bureaucracy. So I have another planet I can colonize. Atmospheric manipulation. Or max influence from factions +1. That sounds good right now, especially with my recent complaint. But I'm going to go with atmospheric manipulation, so I can do some more terraforming. This will cost us 29 months. If I go this route, this is 41 months. Never mind. Leader recruitment cost -20%. That's not a bad thing. Tile blocker. Also not a bad thing to remove. Let me pause this really quickly.
Complete.
Because do I need that tile to move that tile blocker from anything? Let's look at the surfaces of all these planets. 1, 2, 3 on power 1. After that, all our tile blockers will be gone if I got rid of the noxious swamp. This power 2 is pretty much. Wow, I didn't realize that they were being blocked from expanding because of the tile blockers here. I just forgot all about that, didn't I? I neglected them. I'm so sorry. Okay, cleared. So that's okay. No, he's still growing, so it's not like I did anything too bad here. Energon, what are you doing right there? What do I have an Energon on this planet for? I have no idea why I would do that. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm sure it'll be useful for something. Actually, I'm just gonna move him to another planet. How about that? Because I really don't need him on that planet. I can use him on Minergon. No, not Minergon. I'll put him on Energon. That's just one less pop I don't have to worry about building. Cancel. There we go. And resettle. So I'm going to go with power 2 and move him over here. Oh, it's going to cost me 50 influence. Whatever. So there I am, getting too comfortable and using all my influence, like I said. But I do realize I'm kind of dropping the ball here, so I have to. I was trying to look for where I would need those tile blockers, and I seem to be doing pretty well at the moment. Okay, I've got these two right here that are blocking on this planet. Peace between the holy macro. Hold on a second. What? Okay, episode's gonna come to an end, but I just can't believe that the democratic Rixie state was just swallowed by the Holy Von Okon Empire. That sucks. They lost almost all their planets. And I'm taking this personally because I personally created this species. So it's kind of hard seeing my babies get killed like that. But on the bright side, my babies right here are growing and doing an excellent job. So I guess that's kind of a consolation prize. They're doing really well. They're doing really well. Not everyone's going to be able to do well, but at least two of my babies are doing well. And they're also my biggest threats. So yeah, they're done for. I mean, those 3 planets, they're not going to be able to do much. They're going to be done for. Who are these guys, by the way? It's just kind of a crazy galaxy, because we're gonna have like 3 massive, a couple of massive empires, all kind of vying and fighting each other. But these are all really hefty. This is a very aggressive galaxy. They're inferior. Their fleet powers are inferior. Their naval capacity is inferior. I almost want to jump through this space. I almost want to travel down here, all the way down here, and beat them up and take their territory while they're inferior. But whether or not I can actually get back is the question, because I'm using wormhole travel, and all they would need is one frontier outpost to just cut off my path. And they would do it too. They would do it. They would totally do it. Tropical world right here. Oh, that looks such nice real estate right here. If I could stretch in this direction and take this planet, I would get all of this. All of this would be under my control. I might do that. Take that, and then take that. That'll be all this. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna focus on this territory right here. I'm not gonna bump heads with them just yet. But I can't wait out for too long, because they are superior to us, and the bigger they get, the more superior they'll become. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode, and I'm gonna go with the atmospheric manipulation, simply because I figure once I get up there, once I get to like 18,000 energy credits, so once I start capping out on my energy, I do want to start converting as many planets as I can into
system survey complete.
Continental worlds, especially the bigger ones. The bigger they are, the more likely I'm going to convert those first, so that my people will just have an easy time colonizing those planets, filling everything up. I'm going to try to go for the systems that have multiple planets in a system. That way I can, like this planet, the system right here, this would be a good planet, a good system for me to have 3 planets, all continental, under my control. entered into a non-aggression pact with the Chendraki Empire. Okay, that's silly. I'm also going to check another thing here. The Chendraki are in a defense pact with the cooperative Juron and the hierarchy of... So I'm going to figure out where this hierarchy is, because I think they're just a small, singular empire right here. So these guys are rivals with the Huron and Sar, which pretty much means they can't leave their system. They'll definitely won't be they won't be a threat for us at all, because they won't be able to get these guys to space because they're rivals. Their second ally, their second rival, and their second defense pact is with the cooperative of Juvan, and the cooperative of Juvan rivals the Huron Empire. So they are right here, and they also really can't get, unless they have the warp drive, and they can like jump over the space, or they have wormholes where they can. Let's see, this is a... I don't know what kind of technology they use. I don't know if they have warp drive, or if they have wormhole travel, if they have hyperdrive. But I feel like they're not going to be too much of a threat if I go to war against my neighbor. So that's my option there. I'm going to do two things before I end this episode, which I was supposed to end like a while ago. I realized. I'm actually going to do three things now that these things are actually built. I'm going to upgrade all of these Unity buildings while I'm here. I'm going to spaceport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Great. Because I need to expand my naval capacity. I'm going to boost my naval capacity to the absolute max I can get it to. So I'm going to have to update all of these, just maximize all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And upgrade this. And upgrade this. I've got to give them more energy, obviously. I'm using too many by minerals, so I've got to be careful about that. Upgrade this because Unity. I wonder how many times in a game I say Unity, but Unity really is important in many connotations. Unity will make a difference between a strong empire and a fallen empire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And you're gonna see this. This is gonna probably go up to like the 260 or something like that. And then after that, I'll let a little bit of time pass by if I can, and then I'm gonna build up my fleet to super cap. I'm gonna have 20 of each kind of destroyer. I'm gonna have like 10 of each of the cruisers if I can. That's that. I've got 2 in this system to work with. Where's my Unity? Unit tower. There we go. Right there. And
system survey complete.
5. There we go. And this is going to be really a pinch here. Where's my unit? There we go. You guys. There we go. He's so unhappy. Come on. Faction happiness, 72%. Oh, he's a militarist. Okay, so he's actually part of the Battle Brethren. Nice.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So on declared war, the Huron Empire declared war on the Hijam Swarm. I wasn't expecting that, but that means they're gonna what is their war goal? I'm kind of curious about that. Are they gonna try to grab more territory or what? I don't know. But I'm gonna move this guy right here. Seriously? Give them more energy. Why didn't I have them right there in the first place? Because they're desperately in need of energy. This guy's a Joli. This guy's okay. They're just trying to increase their pop growth. Man, why are they building Joli and not the other kind of Joli that I have? The trans Joli, not to be confused with the other kind of trans. They're not that kind of trans Joli. Anyway, Battleship technology is done. Oof! I am so excited. I am so excited, everybody, because now I can build battleships. And so let's just delve into that very quickly before I end this episode. This design is pretty wicked. Dun 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 dun. Just have to toss that in there. That's a really wicked looking ship right there. So we have that. Dun 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 dun. And pretty soon I'm gonna research that X slot next. I'm just gonna point that out. After I get done with this, unless something just unbelievably amazing shows up, or I can't resist it, I'm gonna get that the particle lance is gonna be the next thing I research. Absolutely. I wanted to get the plasma cannons, because that would help most of my ships, but I had to get the most advanced wormhole so I could. It allows me to travel faster and give me greater range. It doesn't come around too often, so I always have to jump on that opportunity. But I am definitely going to be getting the hopefully getting the other thing next. What is it? But actually, I'm just gonna let time fly by while so I can just get through that 15 months there. But I'm also going to just show you my battleships. So this is the new battleship. I'm going to go with let's see. They kind of sit in the back, and so I think these are like some of the perfect missile ships. I wasn't gonna go with missiles originally. I was gonna go with something like plasma accelerators. But the accuracy here is 75%. The range is 80, while these guys, their range is 110, and they do a little bit more. Not really. No, they don't do as much damage, but they ignore 50% of armor, and they do plus 50% damage to shield. And pretty much the best part is they just sit back. So these will have a little bit more range instead of when I went plasma. And that means that they're less likely to be threatened by enemy ships. So let's just go here. Now, I'm not big on the armor thing. I'm more on shields. I'm a shields guy. I'm a shields guy all the way. So let's just go with this.
Construction complete.
And this. And let's see. Let's just go high obsolete, and I'm not big on armor. Shields, now speed. Thrusters plus 20%. Chest power. Anomaly, okay, study that anomaly. Actually, all that extra power isn't really helping me out. This is kind of a bummer here. So maybe I will have to go with some armor.
System survey complete.
But the shields is 1120. I don't really have to worry about 2 shields, I don't think, with these guys. Unless something really unexpected happens, like we get flanked. For the most part, I think that our battleships are going to stay in the back. And most of the brunt of the attack and the damage is going to hit the cruisers. Which is why I'm going to be heavy on cruisers, and my battleships are going to be in front line before my my battleships. So if they just kind of sit in the back like 110, you know, whatever it is away as far as the range, they should be fine with 1120 shields. And then once I get the right energy tech, I won't have to worry about this armor stuff right here. Unless, actually, you know what? I'm still gonna. I'm not big on armor. I'm just not an armor dude. Seriously. So what I'll do is I will go with extra energy. Boop. Unfortunate that they didn't get anything from that. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna go with this guy, and let's just go with level 2. There we go. Level 2, level 2. There we go. And then we can just upgrade those as time flies. And this is going to be called. I left my cheat sheet. Let me just pull my cheat sheet out so I can get the names for this ship class. And I'm also going to turn on the lights because let's turn on the lights. Let's see, Battleship 1. So the Calamity class is going to be the first class. Calamity. Do you like these ship names? Oops. Calamity, not Calamity, but Calamity. Alright, Calamity. I got it right there. Boop. And dun, 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 dun. Building up some minerals. 245 minerals to be exact per month. But that's not enough for me. Still not enough minerals for me. Which I know I said this episode was going to end pretty soon, and I really have to end this soon. But I just want to finish building up these battleships so you can see what we're going to have going here. This one's going to be heavy. Wait, is it a hangar? I'm just going to put this, yeah. Hangar, and large. This is good. Alright, so this is going to be bombers, and point defense. This is going to be missiles. Right, missiles. And again, the goal here is to
System survey complete.
The goal here is to hit from a range. Since these are going to be in the back, I really want to focus on giving them a nice amount of ranged weapons. And then anything that has point defense will have to go through the rest of the fleet before they even get to this anyway. Boom, shakalaka. Again with all of this armor. Boop. Boop. And let's get some boom right there. Alright. Hide. And let's go with
System
this.
survey complete.
Great. That's 15. That's whatever. And hide obsolete again. All about those shields. 1400 shields. That's good. But all these bombers. Look at this. 81, 87. Big, huge difference there with these swarm battleships. So this is going to be the Cataclysm. And what's going to happen is once I get my this is going to change. Actually, no, actually, what? Is that going to change? I think what I'm going to do is once I get the particle lens technology, I'm going to replace this slot with the X slot. And it's going to be X slot, small, PP, L. And it's going to have the hangars here, but we're going to have the X slot right here, just so that my hangar ships will still do a great deal of range damage with the those weapons. I'm going to build another ship very similar to this, which is going to be fighters. 2, 3. Alright, so instead of having the fighters build, the fighters fight other strike craft and destroy missiles, the bombers attack ships. So this is going to be the what is the battleship? 3 Torment. Actually, no, Riot. I'm going to do this to the Riot class, because this doesn't have, it really doesn't give me that Torment feeling. The final battleship class is going to be the one that does a great deal of plasma damage, and this is also going to be a there we go, boom, 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 boom. Great. There we go. And here we go here. And here we go with this, this, this. There we go. And so I've done it. I've created my 3 or is this Battleship Torment? Got my 3 ship classes, my 4 ship classes for battleships. That's great. And here are the 4. I should know. Hold on. We have 4 right there. Okay, so 4 right here. One's going to be focused on ranged missiles. One's going to be focused on missiles and bombing. This is going to be missiles and fighters. And this is going to be just straight up plasma. I got a little point defense with these, and the point defense will definitely help them against whatever comes their way that wants to destroy them. But then eventually we're going to replace this with the X slot. We're going to replace this with the X slot, and this is just going to be again another X slot, because X slots are so important. In which case I'm going to need all of this energy at my disposal for the extra X slots. And X slots do a tremendous amount of damage from through range. Let's see, building colony ship build costs minus 20%. That works for me because I actually do have to build a colony ship. Will now guarantee the independence of the democratic Rixie state. Not going to be guaranteeing much of anything pretty soon. I'm kind of curious, how's this war going? Huh. I wonder why they went to war with them. Oh, because they're psychopath monsters. I really do want to see them do well against them because of the fact that they're a swarm, but I'm kind of hesitant to see them beat these guys, because if they take too much territory, then they're going to be a bigger problem for us. Because I feel like they're going to eventually go to war with these guys, and they're going to try to claim like all of this as their own. In which case they would be, I think they would win. I think that would be like, if they beat all these two, they have like maybe like almost 40% of the stars systems. Under their control, under their direct control. I'm going to go to war against these guys, just so you know. In the next episode, I believe, the Tendrakian Empire are going to be ours. But before I do that, I have to upgrade spaceport. Boom. Upgrade the spaceport here. Upgrade this. And look at my naval capacity, by the way. It's almost at the 250 mark, and it's gonna be after this. So prepare yourself for that. What? Power 2 doesn't have. Alright, that went that. I just used all my minerals for that. I can't even upgrade Energon because of this. And almost there. Ah, just
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
wormhole, yes. Capacitors, fields. That's for defensive auras for my stations. That's for my stations. I don't see any reason not to proceed with the particle length research. So there we go there. And now I'm going to pause. And we're going to bring in my other scientist, who's going to be a spark of genius. Research speed. Even though he's a biologist, he's going to bump that up to 34%. That's... Huh. How much of a difference is that from between this guy and this guy? 24%? Yep, okay, so 34%, yep. That was like a 10% increase for this guy, particle lens, so good there. The other guy's gonna kind of chill for a little bit.
System survey complete.
It's kind of silly to have him just chilling for a little bit, but research speed. I should always actually I'm gonna pause this and see 22 months. I might actually swap these guys out. Cabroxy is I'll do Cabroxy because he doesn't have a this guy's a biologist. The biologist should be doing this society work. And this guy's 33%, so he's level 4, so that's good. That works for me. So I still have to get this guy a job. I got the maniacal, the spark of genius. I'm gonna make another science ship for my other guy once I upgrade this. By the way, this. I've got a lot to build because I've got this Fleet Academy technology. I've got the orbital fracking cannon that I haven't built yet. That's going to increase my minerals by 3 on each of these. So I've got a lot of work to do on figuring out what I'm going to do with my my fleets, because I want to build this on just about all of my. I'm going to have an engineering bay on each of these. And I'm going to try to get my Fleet Academy. If I do that Fleet Academy, I can't do the solar panel network, so I've got to decide where I'm going to put my Fleet Academy. I'll probably put it on this one. I might have to replace this this solar panel network with my Fleet Academy, just to kind of make it work.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Great.
Construction complete.
Construction's complete on that one too.
Construction complete.
It's not a construction complete.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's hear it one more time.
Construction complete.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. So there we go. Building mining networks right here.
System survey complete. Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. Star charts. Of course you want star charts. I'm gonna just decline and just give you some star charts. How about that? Just take them. Just take the star charts. There we go. Make them happy. For like 3 years. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. This does kind of. It almost looks like we're swallowing this empire. Look at this. Like this is a mouth, like a snout, right here. We're just like "Arr," and then chewing on it, which is exactly what we're gonna do, because we're gonna take all these worlds. And I'm gonna probably actually I do plan on blowing up some of their planets. So I'm probably gonna do like these 2 planets right here are probably gonna be gone. Do they have more than 1 planet in the system? Nope. They have 3 planets in this system. These are all continental worlds. Oh, so no, sorry, no, they're not all continental. Just one of them's continental. Okay, that's interesting to know. But nevertheless, if I blow up all 3 of these planets, this one system is going to give me like 60 minerals. So once I'm going to seed this world, probably seed this world, and then I'm just going to kind of swallow all this up, and I'm going to keep this one planet, maybe keep that planet, and the planets in these systems are all going to be blown up, because I'm still going to have this territory. It's not like I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to lose this territory. I'm just going to close out this territory. You're going to probably ask me this question: how are you going to blow up those planets? That's what this Unity train is about here. All I need to do is get 3 more traditions, and I'll be able to do the planetary eruption edict, which will pretty much vaporize those planets and make them big chunks of molten rock, which is where I can harvest the minerals. And I'll be able to do that on these 4 planets in these 2 sectors, and that'll give me a huge chunk of minerals for the cost of 4 energy. So it won't cost me anything for consumer goods, because I won't have to deal with POPs. It won't cost me any food, because I won't have to deal with POPs. It won't cost me any Unity, because I won't have to deal with POPs. It won't cost me anything to my research, because I won't have any POPs. You get the idea, right? It'll just be more cost effective for us to just blow up the planets and harvest the minerals, as opposed to have people mine it themselves. But with that being said, it sounds kind of callous when I put it that way. Sounds kind of cold, but there's reason. It seems logical from a psycho standpoint. That's how our species thinks. That's how the Joli think. It's just cost effective, to just blow up the planet. Just too much time, too much effort to all these other species. And I'm going to build a. Let's see. This is going to be the next planet that I colonize, and this is going to be probably another mineral and energy focused planet. Anything with a food on it is going to be minerals. And my power planet has got to get more. I call this planet power for a reason, so this is going to be my power planet. I feel kind of silly not taking advantage of this engineering, though. No, I'm not going to do that. Even though it's called Power 1, I'm still going to put power plant right here. Power plant. I'm actually going to replace. No, this is going to be minerals. This is going to be minerals. And then anything with food besides this one's going to be. So I'm just going to replace this right here, this farm. I'm going to replace that with the power plant. Excellent. Excellent. What's this guy? He's a materialist. You know what? No, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna humor a stupid faction. So no. Faction. Say this is 42%. This is what's 23% egalitarian? Nope. Surprise faction. Boom. Yep. Happiness 25%. I don't care. You're going to be a militarist or a xenophobe. Those are your two choices. Because I just I need you to figure yourselves out. This gives us a 50% chance of militarist. 27. What?
Construction complete.
Why is the attraction value so low on the xenophobes here? Don't you like his disenfranchising? Is it not enough that we're disenfranchising these people? Asserting dominance, we've got plus 10% there. They should be happy. These guys are 75%. They're the happiest ones, but they're the smallest. They're the second smallest. But there we go. We've lost a few of these egalitarians already. Not egalitarians, but materialists. He went from 10 to 9, so we're going to suppress that. They're going to be gone pretty soon. They broke off their non-aggression pact with the Haran. Why are they doing that? That's like the dumbest thing you can do. You need all the help you can get. Break off the non-aggression pact. Oops, episode's supposed to end, right? Yes, like 5,000 years ago. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And as always, God be with you.